I'll never ignore my grandfather clock again after learning these essential hacks. If you're fortunate enough to have one of these majestic timekeepers in your home, you know they're more than just a piece of furniture. They're a living, ticking piece of history. Grandfather clocks have stood the test of time, literally gracing homes for centuries and marking the passage of generations. But did you know that a few simple mistakes could be quietly sabotaging your clock's health and value? Today, along with Nostalgia Nook Antiques, I'm sharing 5 must-know hacks, plus a couple of bonus tips, that every collector, enthusiast, or proud owner needs to keep their grandfather clock running smoothly for generations to come. Whether you're a seasoned collector or a new owner, these insights will help you protect your investment and preserve a piece of history. Are you accidentally torturing your family heirloom without even realizing it? It's easy to overlook these gentle giants, especially when life gets busy, but neglect can lead to costly repairs, or worse, irreversible damage. Picture the heartbreak of seeing a cherished clock, passed down through generations, gathering dust in a forgotten corner or suffering from years of mistreatment. I once visited a collector who had inherited a beautiful 19th century clock, only to find it in pieces after years of neglect. Let's make sure that never happens to your clock. Let's fix that before your clock starts plotting revenge. An unattended grandfather clock can become a ticking time bomb of problems, from mysterious chimes at odd hours to complete silence when you need it most. But don't worry, with a little care and attention, you can keep your clock happy and healthy. These hacks aren't just about maintenance. They're about honoring the craftsmanship and stories embedded in every tick and tock. Hack number 1, respect the mechanism. Your clock isn't just a big wooden timer, it's a diva with gears, springs, and delicate mechanisms that demand respect. Think of it as the prima donna of your living room with a personality all its own. Every tick and tock is the result of centuries-old engineering, and every part needs to work in perfect harmony. Did you know that the earliest grandfather clocks, dating back to the late 1600s, were marvels of innovation? Their long pendulums and precise escapements revolutionized timekeeping. If you treat your clock like any old clock, you're missing out on the magic and risking a mechanical meltdown. Most grandfather clocks need winding every week, like clockwork, pun intended. Set a reminder on your phone or mark it on your calendar. Skipping a winding session can throw off the entire mechanism, causing it to stop or run erratically. And remember, winding isn't just about keeping time, it's about keeping the clock's spirit alive. Make it a weekly ritual, and your clock will reward you with steady, reliable ticks. Some collectors even say that winding their clock is a meditative moment, a chance to pause and connect with the past. Ignore them and they'll sulk, sometimes with a repair bill that'll make you cry harder than a dropped heirloom. Trust me, clock repairs aren't cheap, and finding a skilled clockmaker can be a challenge. I once heard from a collector who had to ship their clock across the country for a simple repair, costing hundreds in shipping alone. Prevention is always better than cure, so don't let your clock fall into disrepair. A little attention now can save you a lot of heartache and money down the road. Hack number 2, dust, don't douse. When it comes to cleaning, less is more. Use a microfiber cloth only, no sprays, no mystery liquids, and definitely no harsh chemicals. The wood and finish on antique clocks are often delicate, and moisture can seep into the grain, causing warping or discoloration. Gently dust the exterior once a week, paying special attention to carvings and crevices where dust loves to hide. Your clock will thank you with a lasting shine and preserved beauty. If you're tempted to use furniture polish, resist. Many polishes contain oils or silicones that can build up and attract more dust over time. And inside, leave it to the pros. The inner workings of a grandfather clock are a labyrinth of gears, levers, and springs. Unless you're a trained horologist, it's best not to tinker. Annual or biannual checkups by a professional clockmaker can catch small issues before they become big problems. Think of it as a spa day for your clock, essential for its long-term health. Many collectors recommend building a relationship with a local clockmaker who can offer personalized advice and even spot rare issues unique to your clock's make or era. Hack number 3, master the environment. You wouldn't believe how much a rogue pendulum can mess up your week. A misaligned or damaged pendulum can throw off the entire clock, causing it to run fast, slow, or not at all. And don't forget about humidity. This is a silent enemy of all wooden clocks. Too much moisture can swell the wood, while too little can cause it to shrink and crack. I've seen beautiful clocks warped beyond repair after a single humid summer in an unventilated room. Keep the humidity between 40 and 60%, or your clock could swell, shrink, and basically throw a fit. Invest in a simple hygrometer to monitor the room's moisture levels. If you live in a particularly dry or humid climate, consider using a humidifier or dehumidifier to maintain the ideal environment. Your clock's wood, metal, and even the finish will last much longer with this simple step. Some collectors even use silica gel packs or moisture-absorbing products inside the clock case for extra protection. Sunroom placements? That's a no unless you want warped wood and wild chimes. Direct sunlight can fade the finish, dry out the wood, and even cause the clock to chime at odd intervals due to temperature fluctuations. Place your clock in a stable, shaded area away from windows, radiators, and air vents. The more consistent the environment, the happier your clock will be. I once saw a clock's beautiful marquetry fade to a ghostly outline after just a few years in a sunny spot. Don't let that be your story. Hack number 4, take caution while you wind. When you wind, be gentle, like you're tucking in a baby. Never force the key or crank the weights too quickly. Slow, steady turns are best, and always stop if you feel resistance. Overwinding can damage the mechanism, leading to expensive repairs or even permanent damage. Treat your clock with the same care you'd give to any precious family member. If you're unsure about the winding process, consult your clock's manual or ask a professional for a demonstration. Wind all 3 weights, slowly and evenly. Each weight controls a different function: timekeeping, chimes, and striking. If you neglect one, the whole system can fall out of sync. Make it a mindful moment, appreciating the craftsmanship and history in your hands. This simple act keeps your clock running smoothly and ensures every chime rings true. Some collectors even keep a logbook, noting each winding and any changes in performance, which can help diagnose issues early. Hack number 5. Regular maintenance is key. It's self-care for your clock and a chance to connect with the past. Take a few minutes to polish the wood with a dry, soft cloth, like a fine pair of shoes, and check for any signs of wear or damage. Regular maintenance not only preserves the clock's appearance, but also its value and function. Think of it as a small investment in a priceless heirloom. If you notice any unusual noises, changes in chime patterns, or difficulty in winding, don't ignore them. These are your clock's way of asking for help. And finally, let the professionals pamper your clock every few years. A thorough cleaning, oiling, and adjustment by a skilled clockmaker can add decades to your clock's life. Don't wait for something to go wrong. Proactive care is the secret to a happy, healthy clock. Plus, you'll get expert advice on any issues you might not have noticed. Many clockmakers can also provide historical insights, helping you understand the unique features and provenance of your clock. Bonus tip: document your clock's story. Keep a record of its history, repairs, and any interesting anecdotes. This not only adds to its value, but also creates a legacy for future generations. Some families even pass down a clock journal alongside the clock itself, filled with stories, photos, and maintenance notes. Treat your grandfather clock well, and it'll tick happily for generations. These clocks are more than just timekeepers. They're storytellers, connecting us to our ancestors and creating new memories with every chime. Imagine your children and grandchildren gathering around, listening to the familiar sound and feeling the comfort of tradition. We still remember the sound of my grandfather's clock echoing through the house, marking every hour with a sense of calm and continuity. Every clock has a story. Make sure yours is a happy one. With a little love and these 5 simple hacks, your grandfather clock will remain a cherished centerpiece in your family's story, ticking away the moments of your lives for years to come. So go ahead, give your clock the care it deserves and enjoy the timeless beauty it brings to your home. And remember, you're not just maintaining a clock, you're preserving a legacy. Drop a comment if you've got a clock story or a maintenance horror show. We want to hear it. Don't forget to visit nostalgianukeantiques.com for more articles, restoration finds, and tick-worthy treasures. Subscribe to the Sunday Nostalgia Dispatch for even more stories, tips, and antique deals delivered straight to your inbox. Thanks for watching, and remember, take care of your clock, and it'll take care of your legacy. See you next time.